Hi, I'm Chris from Penrose Outdoors in Truro. Welcome to another one of our YouTube product reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the Omega 250. This is part of Vango's premier range of sort of adventure hiking tents. It's actually a DV recommended tent, and we'll sort of talk about the sort of various features we've got about it in a minute. The actual general sort of fly sheet is made out of a 70 denier polyester with a 5,000mm hydrostatic head. So in terms of waterproofing and sort of durability, it's high, it's up there. You can see that, just pushing my hand across the actual tent with the water on, it's just sliding off, flicking off. You can see it just dripping off. The actual seams are all taped as well, so where the sort of the sewing goes on and joins the pieces of fabric, you've got tape seams behind that as well, so no water's going to get in. You can see it on the windows running down there as well. It's all just very high quality, well made. So the actual tent itself comes with aluminium poles, again to keep the weight down and keep the pack size down, so when you are hiking you've got it on your back, it's not going to be taking up too much room. Now the Omega itself comes in, it is sort of one of their bigger sort of recommended tents. It comes in at 4.1 kilos, which is quite a lot for a sort of two-man. I mean, they call it a 250, which if you go by the other models, sort of 200 means two-man, 300 means three-man. So this is sort of coming in at almost like a 2.5-man. So loads and loads of room for gear, loads of room actually in there for two people. So I'd say this is sort of more of a sort of maybe split the pack up between sort of a couple of people walking if you are going to be walking with it. But it is a great size, it is a perfect tent. Maybe if you are doing some hiking holidays and then you want to use it on your holidays abroad when you've got a little bit more sort of space, or you're traveling in a car, this is the perfect tent for it. It is designed in a tunnel formation, so they have got lots and lots of guy lines, all in a triangular formation, coming off everywhere. You can see them all pitched. The actual tent as well, the pitching of it, it's very easily colour coded, so it's really easy to pitch. So you've got your blue, which will have a blue colour pole in the middle. You've got your grey, which will have a grey colour pole in the middle, and then you've got your black, which will have a black colour pole in the middle. So really easy to pitch. It comes with this ground sheet as well at the front area, so room for your gear, putting it out there, it's not going to get wet in the morning from all the dew. And then inside you've got your pitch. You can pitch this all as one, or you can take the actual inner tent out, so depending on what you want to do, whether you want to split it up, but it is a quick pitching tent. As well, we've talked about the fact that it's a tunnel structure, so it isn't maybe as stable in the wind as some of the other tents we've looked at before in previous reviews, like the Mirage 200, where it supports itself. This is a tunnel formation. So what Vango have done, they've painted the system, and they've got it in a lot of, well, pretty much all their tunnel tents. It's called the TBS2 system. So what they do is they have this triangular formation of webbing that runs up and clips into place. So you can see that I can just take that down, take it out if I don't need it, or put it back up if I do. So it just basically triangulates the pressure of the wind, so that when it's sort of being blown from side to side, it takes more of the pressure from down low and supports the top of the tent. In terms of space, you can see I'm just standing in the sort of almost storage area, or a bit of living, sort of getting out of the wind area. You've got loads of room in here. You've got plenty of ventilation. You've got little windows as well that you can take down the sort of curtains, bit of privacy, or if you want to let a bit of light in, if you're sitting in here maybe doing some reading out the wind and the rain. TBS on all three of the poles, and then actually in the tent itself we'll jump in and have a look. Okay, so now we're looking into the rather spacious inner tent, which is a highly breathable inner tent with mesh at the back as well, just to allow more sort of airflow. Plenty of pockets down the side, and you can see here really how much more room you're getting from a lot of the other sort of adventure tents. I mean, loads of width, loads of length. Just really is sort of like it says on that 250, it is sort of a 2.5-man tent really. I'd say it's just lots of room. Sort of, it's a comfortable 2-man tent, I would say, like for an adventure sort of backpacking tent. But then you've got 4.1 kilos, which is a little bit heavier than sort of your average hiking tent. Little features as well, sort of the door, you don't need to faff around sort of clipping that back in. It just folds into a nice little triangular pocket. When you want to zip it up, it just comes out. The actual door itself has got as well mesh sections in it for breathability that just toggle down, which is good. I mean, they sort of thought of a lot of things in the tent itself. Because the one thing that Vango introduced new for last year was these really easy and quick pack away bags. So they stuff in from the actual side of the bag, and then the compressor set, so you're not sort of faffing around with a small hole at the top. You've actually got a really large enclosure there that you can just put the tent into with all the poles, and then seal it up, and then you've got all the compression straps that wrap around it and just compress it. So in terms of packability and quickness, that does make it really simple and easy. Okay, thanks for tuning in to another one of our YouTube product reviews. Hopefully it's been interesting for you. If you want any more information or detailed information on like the floor plan, the exact sizes, measurements, or the fabric details, then please visit our website at www.penroseoutdoors.co.uk. Or if you want to do some comparisons on some of the other adventure tents we've reviewed, then go onto our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that as well. We do put up videos fairly often with product reviews on it, so jump onto that. But other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day.